the different campus that is in the main city center, and as I told you, is in the right of the center. There's one more campus I'm going to show you that. As I told you, even in my other videos, when the campus are in the main city center, they are compact, they are small. Hey guys, welcome to Exodus channel. In this video, I'm going to explain in detail about one more Project 985 university located in Chengdu. This university name is University of Electronic Science and Technology of China. Very famous university. In this video, we will go in detail and I will also give you the virtual tour of this university. So all of our prospect students can get an idea what they are going to get in this university. If you are new to this channel, we are Team Exodus. We help international students to get into top-notch universities in China. We help them from all over the world, and hundreds of students go to China through us. If you are the one who looking to get into Chinese universities, you can contact our WhatsApp number in the description, and our team will help to provide you the best guidance possible. So let's move on to the video. As I told you, this university is located in Chengdu. Chengdu is capital city of Sichuan Province. Very interesting city, very interesting province, and the cuisine is top notch. It's one of my favorite cuisine. This cuisine is kind of spicy, which I like. I don't know about you guys, but if you don't like spicy, well, you should be avoiding this city. But this province and city have spicy touch to all their cuisines, and I fairly like that. It was very easy for me to adopt to this cuisine. Also home to pandas. But let's move on to university, because this university, as I told you before, is Project 985 211. All the goodies that you can expect from Chinese universities are included here. This university's core subjects are electronic engineering, computer science and technology, communication engineering, business administration, software engineering, and international economics. These are the core subject of this university. If you have a question in your mind, like what is the fee structure going to be in this university? So for undergraduate programs, you can expect somewhere from 20,000 RMB to 40,000 RMB, depending on which major you are going to get. And for postgraduate students, you can expect 25,000 RMB to 50,000 RMB on average. The hostel for this university is going to be 3,000 RMB per year for 4 sharing and 6,000 RMB for 2 sharing room. If I'm going to talk about this worldwide recognition of this university, because so many of you students are obsessed with that, what is the ranking, is my degree going to be worth it and all that thing? Yes, this university is ranked at the time of recording is 208 worldwide, which is very good ranking. Any university that's fall under 500 is considered a very good university worldwide, because there's not so many universities that fall under 500. There's just only 500 in the whole world. So yes, this is a very good university rank-wise, and your degree is going to be valuable anywhere in the world, wherever you're going to get your degree after that. So yes, this university is very much worldwide recognized, and you don't need to worry about that part. Next question will be, what about scholarship? So most of the time, this university have master's and PhD scholarship. There is a rare chance that you can get only if you have HSK4 certificate, and then maybe you can get the bachelor scholarship. But otherwise, the only scholarship that you can find is master's and PhD, which is very common in Chinese universities, because bachelors are hard to get in, and also not very scholarships you're going to find them in bachelors in China. So now I'm going to take you to my laptop screen, and I'm going to give you a virtual tour of this university, so you can expect what you're going to get from this university. Once again, if you are looking for a reliable person who can get you into Chinese universities, you can contact our team in the description. So here is the drone footage of University of Electronic Science and Technology of China. So this is the main campus. It's a new campus, main campus you can say. This is their iconic building, and this is the aerial footage of that university. This area is kind of on the suburb side of Chengdu. It's a high-tech zone of Chengdu area, and this university is huge. This university have one more campus. The one campus is in the downtown area in the main city center. That one is not that big, but whenever they make a second campus or a new campus, they try to make as big as possible. So right now you can see this university is huge, and we are really on the height, and still this university is huge. All of these, tennis courts and all that basketball courts, the swimming pools, everything is inside this university. You can imagine how big this university is. And also most of the time when they left this kind of area empty, they try to make some kind of departments. They're just waiting for the future. If they need some kind of department, they need to build new department, they will use that, they will utilize that land and build whatever they need there. This is a huge stadium, and then there's a stadium inside, like a gymnasium type, and they're very big building, what they call main building over there. So this is the campus. I wanted to give you like a panorama of all these things so you can absorb everything in this university. And then of course there's residential buildings over there. I can see the mall right over there, where you can pretty much gonna get everything there. If you want to rent outside of university, you also have options. You can see all that high-rise building around you. You can rent outside if you really want to. But I think I'm not gonna need that because most of the time all these universities have very good dormitories. So let's move on to the next picture, and I'm gonna show you these buildings one by one. I'm also gonna take you to the different campus. So at this moment we are standing right above the ground, and you can see here is a very huge ground. There are some buses. That buses will take you to the different campus in the main city. There are some surrounding. It's more like a power grid or something. And then we have hospital in front of our university, a small high school or a middle school, more like a middle school to me, and some community. There are community here, community buildings, some restaurants, some shops, the door of the university, one more door here, the main building. This is the main entrance, you can say. From this entrance you will see the main building right there. We're also gonna go there one by one, just one more panorama, and we're gonna go that side. There's a library here. So we are standing right in front of the main building. This is how you're gonna feel if you are really standing right in front of that building. That's how you're gonna see it. Or maybe more like this, I would say, yeah, because it's a wide angle, so you got my point. So this is that thing. Trees. That trees will be pretty big until by now. And of course people are allowed to come inside the universities. There's sometimes older people come here, they bring their children and stuff like that to play inside the university. Some really allow that and some don't, so it's really depend on the university where you're going. So as you can see, is a huge gigantic campus. And let's go to Westlake or to Sports Center. We've been to Sports Center, so let's go to the Westlake. So this is the Westlake. As I mentioned in my videos, that in every university in China they will have lake inside. They will have lake, they will have greenery, they will have sports, big sports complex where you can go and play tennis, basketball, football, whatever you like. So this is the library, and as I told you in the last video, that libraries are one of the most iconic and beautiful buildings inside Chinese universities. And this one is, I like this one as compared to the Sichuan one. Okay, then we got different buildings here, and these are most probably your dormitories and stuff like that, some teacher hostels and dormitories. And as I said to you, that this will be utilized in future, and there will be more departments here in the future. Let me take you to the next. Okay, before going there, let me show you a few things here. This is a mall, and you can already see you can already see some brands here. They're gonna be food shops, they're gonna be shopping, clothing and all that stuff, and you're gonna find a lot of things inside. Also behind that you can find some restaurants, some basic things, some entertainment. What I'm trying to say is that most of the time nearby university you're gonna find something and you're never gonna be bored there. This is China, you will never be bored. Okay, let's move on to the different campus. This is the different campus that is in the main city center, and as I told you, is in the right of the center. There's one more campus, I'm going to show you that. As I told you, even in my other videos, when the campus are in the main city center, they are compact, they are small. They are not like a huge and gigantic that what you see just right now in a different campus one. They are mostly small because they made like, who knows, 200, 300, 400 years ago. And that's why they had whatever space they had at that time, they utilized that space. And then the city grew up around them, and now when they're going to make a different campus, a new campus, they try to make that campus outside of city on the suburb area, and then they will try their best to make as big as possible and try to make it like a future proof for next 500-600 years, maybe even more. So this is the different campus which is in the city center, and you can see it's already compact. You can see most of things here, but that's what you're gonna get here. Let me give you a panorama, and then we're gonna go and see the different campus. Let's check the panorama here. Of course, you will even in the compact campus, you're gonna see everything. You're gonna see the football ground, the basketball, the greenery, even the lake sometimes. not sometimes, most of the time you can even see the lakes, dormitories and stuff like that. And here, I like this campus. How green is that? Like you pretty much can't even see anything on the ground. It's that green. So this is the main entrance right over there, and in the main entrance in front of that we have a big highway kind of a flyover, and in front of us we have big mall. It is a big mall, and on the mall you can even see that there's a proper community. You can even see the basketball court here. Yes, things are like this crazy in China. Anyway, so this is the campus. Let's move on to the next one, and then we're going to wrap up this video. But I thought before going to the next campus, I'm going to show you the main building of this current campus. This is the main building that is right behind the ground, and right in front of us, that shopping mall I was telling you before. This is the shopping mall here. The shopping mall centers. It's going to be a lot of things inside, and this is the pedestrian flyover, so you could easily cross the road, so you don't have to wait for that traffic light and stuff like that. So this is the main building. Let me see if I can find more things here, and I will show you that. So this heart-shaped building, the heart shape look from above, is a lectural hall. So most probably if there's going to be conference lectures might gonna happen here. And not just that, let me show you something interesting also. This is right behind us, one more shopping mall, and yep, look at that. Even on the shopping mall you're gonna find some, it's mostly for the kids, but well, you have something nearby, entertainment. And then you can see there is a ground floor or basement type floor where you can get a lot of food stuff. Most of the time I noticed that restaurants are either in the basements or in the very top floors. So yeah, you can find here. Even not just there, even not just there, this is a whole network of malls and all these things around this university, which is, as I told you, it's a city center. City center is full of these things. Again, big malls, big things, big high-rise building. You can pretty much rent here, even the office and stuff like that, even the residential apartments. Is a very, very unique location, but depends on, mostly if I'm not wrong, this mostly campus will have the aviation related majors than the other ones. And this one is the one more campus which is also located in main city center. This one is pretty small as compared to other two, but still campus is campus, right? You have one more. So this is like an aerial view, and then I'm gonna give you a very quick view on the ground, because as I told you, the campus are huge, and if I'm going to make video on each of these departments and each of these buildings, it will take forever. But if you guys want me to do a really deep one, I will try to make a very long video to cover all of these buildings. But I also want you to go and explore something there too, because if you're gonna see everything here, what you're going to explore there. So I'm gonna left some part for you guys to go and explore. So we are back in our first main big campus, and I'm going to show you the canteen of this university. Canteens can be 2 or 3 buildings depending on how big the campus is. Sometimes they are small, very close to your dorm. Sometimes they are huge on one place. You're gonna find pretty much everything here, depending on where you're from. For example, you only eat halal, you're gonna find halal restaurants inside, halal shops inside, and I mean pretty much all kind of food. And as I told you before, Chengdu's food is good. I love Chengdu food. Spicy. If you like spicy, it's gonna be heaven. Anyway, we have the student dormitories just behind us, and I'm gonna take you to a different place. So this is School of Management and Economics. If you are going to study any of these majors, this will be your building where you're going to do your research, do your studies, and if you're in PhD or masters, your professor is gonna meet you here and do all this stuff. Also, there's a small coffee shop if I cannot. And well, this is the Department of Management. Let's move on to the next one. Just last view, if you are standing on the beach that is on the lake, how are you going to see that view from there? I still think it's a very beautiful view. There's not many universities that have that huge lake. It's a huge lake. It's not a small one, for sure. So your library is just right ahead of us, and check this view. That's the view you're gonna get from your university. It's beautiful. Plus the sunny weather and all that vibrant colors making it more beautiful. So this one is the covered bridge with the tree branches. And again, the School of Management is right over there. And let's go above. Let's go to the drone. So again, once again, drone footage from the above, and these are all the basketball courts. You can't even count how many are there. This is the swimming pool. Of course, it's maybe a winter, that's why I didn't clean them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pretty a lot, I would say. Well, this is the virtual tour of this university. I hope you like that virtual tour. There was so much to cover. If, as I told you that, if I was going to cover every single building, each of these departments, it would take me forever. But anyway, this video was just to give you the glimpse of this university for the prospect students who are going to go there for studies, for masters, for bachelors, or whatever. That video is for you. I hope you like this video, and once again, before leaving, if you want to get into Chinese universities or if you want to get admission, you can contact us and we will provide the best service to get you into China. Anyway, this is the video. I hope to see you in the next one. Until that time, bye bye.